Alrighty, guys, welcome, 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 one and all. We're back into Inside Pitch Baseball. 1989 Kansas City Royals game number 136 at Texas. +5 to strikeouts, +4 to walks, nothing for home runs. It's going to be a pitching matchup between Mark Gabaza, Kevin Brown. Gabaza, it's only taken me 135 games to figure out how to pronounce his name. Steitzer, Stillwell, Brett, Jackson, Eisenreich, McFarland, Winters, Tabler, White. Against Doherty, Palmero, Fletcher, Sierra, Franco, Incaviglia, Newell, Bushell, and Kruder. So let me refresh my screen over here. And away we go. Kevin Brown against Kevin Steitzer. Kevin Brown, 34, and a home run check right off the bat. Unfortunately, we only hit a one. It's got to be a one and only a one. It's not 6-4. That's going to be ground ball hit to Franco at second base. One away. Kurt Stillwell. Blank there for Stillwell. And a 46, that's going to be single in the hole. Franco can't get to it. One on, one out. Top of the first. George Brett, and he's going to strike out. Two away for Bo Jackson. 2-6 is a blank. Bo Jackson needs to get things rolling here. 62, that's going to be a single into center field. Heading around second and headed to third is Kurt Stillwell. He's in there. Runners at the corners for Jim Eisenreich. Two away. Top of the first, Eisenreich. Range play at the ballpark. Eisenreich, 1-5. That's ground ball, or I'm sorry, star line 6. That's a ground ball hit to Palmero. 4. Ow, just made that one. Too bad. That would have scored a couple runs. And it's going to be no runs on 2 hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the first. Mark Gerbaza, 15-6, 2.75, 216 innings. Giving up 224 hits, 172 strikeouts, 54 walks. Very close to his strikeout and walk total of the whole season. Thank you. Gabaza against Jack Doherty. 6-6 and no walk. And a 35 is going to be fly ball to Tabler in left field. We got Tabler, Eisenreich, Winters. Steitzer, Stillwell, White, Brett, Gabaza, and McFarland behind the plate. Gabaza, 4-5. That is a ballpark check. And this one is going to third base. Steitzer is going to make the play. Scoops it up, throws to Brett, 2 away. Scott Fletcher. And he's going to strike out on the curveball. Swinging at the knee cheese, as Stratomatic Delaware likes to call it. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Gabaza. We go to the top of the second. Mike McFarland batting 6th today. 2-3 is a blank on Kevin Brown. 2-5. It's ground ball hits a short. Nuckle. Jeff. Jeff. Where is he? Jeff Nuckle. I'm going to call him Knucklehead. Matt Winters. And we got a stadium check for big old Matt Winters. 5-6. That's a single plus into center field. No advancement. He'll stay on first. Pat Tabler, 1 on, 1 away for Pat Tabler. 44 and a walk plus, and he will take a walk. So 2 on, 1 away for Frank White. 247 average. Down in the 9 hole now. As Frank White is running out of steam as this season goes on. 6-5. It's a liner right at the second baseman, Franco, and no double play. Thank God. Shoo. Almost had him, though, but diving back is Matt Winters. That brings up Kevin Steitzer. 283 average. Can he get a hit? He won't get a hit, but he will take a 3-0 fastball outside to load the bases for Kurt Stillwell. 1 for 1, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he was 4 for 5 in the game yesterday. Batting .311. Let's hope it comes off his card. Kevin Brown in trouble here, and error on a throw possibly. And 1-3, that's star or question mark 8. This is going to center field, and 11 is going to be a double possible error. No error on Incaviglia, but that's going to score a couple runs as Steitzer comes in. And holding at second is going to be Stillwell. 2 runs across. Actually, that's going to clear the bases. Kurt Stillwell with the double clears the bases. George Brett 0 for 1. Runner in scoring position. Brett, here's your chance. We got a stadium. Come on, Brett. 51 single. And tries to steal second base on. Stillwell comes in to score, but Brett trying to go home, or trying to move to second on the throw home. It's cut off by Brown. Brown guns it to Franco. Quick tag and out, but 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors. And the hot hitting Kansas City Royals, winners of 20 of the last 23 games, are up in this one 4-0. And they have their ace on the mound, Mark Gubaza. And this is a stadium check here for Ruben Sierra. 6-3, and that's going to be a star line 5. Ground ball down to Brett, and he's going to take it to the bag himself. Julio Franco, he's going to strike out on a curveball there. 2-2 pitch, Grabaza fooled him on that one. Pete Incaviglia, 5-3, that's a blank. So Pete looks at a pitch, 4-4. That's going to be a double into center field. Eisenreich hustling over to get that one. Gets it back in, but a double for Incaviglia. Nuckel. We'll call him Nuckel. And he's going to walk. So runners at first and second for Grabaza. Steve Bichelle. 5-5. And Bichelle, strike 3. Called on the outside corner. Third strikeout there by Grabaza, and they get on the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the top of the third, 4-0 KC. Kevin Brown against Bo Jackson, 1 for 1 on the day. Bo Jackson, 262 average. 5-1 is coming off of his card. At least he won't strike out again. 6-3, and that's going to be into right field. 13 is going to be a triple. Bo Jackson gets a triple. Leadoff triple by Bo Jackson, hustling all the way around. Power legs. You could just see him moving, running like a deer, and to third base there. That brings up Jim Eisenreich. See if someone can knock him in here. Defense will play in. They don't want to give up another run here. Jim Eisenreich, 31, and he's going to strike out. Brings up McFarland here, the catcher. 1-3, and he's going to walk. So runners at the corners are going to play back now. Go for the double play. Matt Winters, 3-6, error to throw possibly. And it's a 3-5 grounder to first. And there is an error as Palmeiro tries to pitch it over to Brown covering and misses the bag completely. And that's going to be a 1-base error. So McFarland heads to second. Winters safe at first. Jackson comes in to score. It's 5-0 on the booted ball there by Palmeiro. Kevin Brown not getting help from his defense today. Pat Tabler, 5-0 KC. Pat Tabler, 1-6, and this is against a righty. He's going to be ground ball, hit to Bichelle. And it hit down toward the line. Will the defense try for the force at third or the double play? They will take the out at third. Out at third, forced out at third, advance, and fielder's choice. Here we go. All right. So now I know how to do it. Frank White, 2 away now. Still runners are first and second. Frank White, 2-2. Frank White. And 6-5. He's going to line. This is the second time he's lined it right at second base. And nope, we don't need to make any adjustments. 5-0 KC. Bottom of 3. Mark Gabaza against Chad Kruder. Hit by pitch. No hit by pitch on Kruder. 6-5. It's going to be ground ball. Hits to Steitzer. Comes in, throws, and Brett makes the catch. Stretches out. One away. Jack Doherty, left fielder. And that is going to be an auto out. And that's another one hit down to Brett. He'll flip it over to Grabaza, covering Rafael Palmeiro, 5-1, and no strikeout this time. 2-4. That's a fly ball. Tabler puts his shades down and catches that one here. A sunny day in Arlington, Texas. Arlington Stadium has not been well for Texas as Kansas City's come in and really banged the ball really well. So Kevin Steitzer's up. 0 for 1 with a walk. 4-5. Steitzer waits on the pitch. Here it comes. It's a 6-5. Starline 6. That's a ground ball hit to Palmeiro. One away. Kurt Stillwell 2 for 2 with a big double. Scored 3 runs. Cleared the bases. He's got a chance here. Arlington Stadium check. 4-1. And we got a rare play. And this one happens to be a stinging line drive to the pitcher. Resolve it as an L1 range play. If the pitcher fails to make the play, the ball hits his legs for a single. Check pitcher for injury. We are not playing with injuries, so no injury on the play. And that's going to be a infield single off the leg of Kevin Brown as he fails to make that. Couldn't dive all the way fast enough. So 1 on. 1 out for George Brett, 1 for 2 George Brett, 263 average. 6-5, it's coming off of his card, George Brett. 6-6 fly ball center field. Brings up Bo Jackson, who's 2 for 2 with a triple. Wild pitch possibility, and it is a wild pitch. So moving to second is Kurt Stillwell. Wild pitch there by Kevin Brown in the dirt. 1-5, and Jackson swings at a fastball. Couldn't catch up to that one. And Kevin Brown snuck that one in there for the third out. We go to the bottom of the fourth, still 5-0 KC. I know our good friend of the channel, Robbie Wartburg, is not happy at this result so far. Grabaza against Scott Fletcher. And Fletcher, no auto single there. And a 2-5, it's ground ball back to Grabaza. He's going to stop that one and pick it up. Throw to Brett in time. 1 away. Ruben Sierra. 0 for 1. And another error on a ground ball possibly. 5-5. That's going to be his single into left field. Pat Tabler lets it fall in front of him. It's 1 on, 1 out for Julio Franco. Another error chance on a ground ball. 46. That's a short. And Stillwell 1-8. No error on the play. It's Stillwell picks it up, throws it to White. White on to Brett. 6-4-3 twin killing. And there you go. Out of the 5th inning. On to the 5th. And Kevin Brown, will he stay in is the question. Kevin Brown, we are in game number 136. 136. So, Kevin Brown, is he going to give in? Does he stay? He'll be on a short leash. He will be on a short leash, but unfortunately, I closed my browser, so now I can't see anything. So if you are currently typing me a message, okay, I can turn that off. Sound off, please. No, sound off. Thank you. Game 136. Now I can bring you back up. There we go. All right. So Kevin Brown against Eisenreich, McFarland, and Matt Winters. That's a 1-5 and no strikeout. Foul tip that one off. 1-6. It's a fly ball. Sierra's going to catch that one on the run. Mike McFarland. 4-6 range play. First range play we've had in this game. 5-3. And it's, of course, question mark 9. So it's going to Sierra. He's a 50-50 chance of stealing this double away. And he does. Ruben Sierra makes a nice diving stop in right field. Takes the double away from Mike McFarland. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Matt Winters, right fielder. A possible error chance here. Although if you look at their error chances on the in the outfield, Doherty's a 0, Incaviglia is a 0, and Sierra is only a 5, so not much there. We have a 1 through 5 chance, no error, just as I called it, and that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Mark Gabaza still with a lot of strength left. Hopefully, he can take that into later in the game, and that is going to be no walk. Pete Incaviglia, 2-2 fly ball to Tabler. Tabler takes a few steps to his left and makes the catch. Jeff Nuckel, and a 2-4. That's going to be an auto single against Gabaza. So Steve Bichelle, 0 for 1 on the day, and he's going to strike out on a fastball there, Gabaza. Nice curve on that fastball, just a little bit tailing away, and that'll be the second out of the inning. 4 strikeouts for Gabaza. 4-4, and once again, Chad Kruder, he's looking for the curveball. Gabaza throws one in the dirt. He swings at it anyways. We go to the top of the 6th, still 5-0 KC. Rob, hey, how you doing there, Rob? Good to see you, my friend. More inside pitch, game number 136. Believe it or not, I played 136 games of the 1989 Kansas City Royals. We currently sit at 81-54. This is game number 136. And what a grind a baseball season is. Oh, my God. Whew, we've had to take a couple breaks. I'm trying to get this completed so I can move on to other projects. But Kevin Brown, he's going to be done. He's not coming out. And it looks like we have a bunch of righties coming up. So coming into pitch for your Texas Rangers, coming into pitch is going to be Daryl Akerfield. Akerfelds. Daryl Akerfelds is coming into pitch. Right-hander. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. 5-0 Kansas City here in the top of the 6th inning. 5-2. Steve Reich 3 called on Pat Tabler. No swing that time. Daryl Akerfelds. Let's take a look at his stats so far. This is his first action against Kansas City. First action against Kansas City. So Frank White 0 for 2, and his average has been dropping the last few weeks, 3-4. Here's his chance, a ballpark. Let's see what he can do with the ballpark. 4-4, and that would have been a home run check, and that is a home run. So Frank White with the home run, he only hits 1-3, and the 20-sider's a 2. So that is gone. Just as I talk about Frank White needing to get things going, he says, take that, Mr. Announcer, out to left field. 6-0 KC. Well, you know everything's going right when Frank White gets a home run. Next time he comes up, we'll see how many he has on the season. Kevin Steitzer, third baseman. Wild pitch, we can ignore that with no one on. 1-2's a blank. Kevin Steitzer, 6-5, and we have a ground ball hit to Knuckle at shortstop. He'll throw to Palmeiro. Kurt Stillwell, 314 average, still rising. He's 3 for 3 on the day. I believe in yesterday's game he was 4 out of 5 as well. He's also hit a double. He's scored a run and 3 RBIs. So Kurt Stillwell, 1-6 error chance on a ground ball. 41, that's going to be a fly ball, no error chance, but that's 1 run and 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-0 KC. Mark Gabaza pitching well, 2-3, and just as I say that, of course, just on cue, Jack Doherty gets the walk. Rafael Palmeiro, 1-5. Rafael Palmeiro, 3-1, that's a liner right at short. And no double play. Staying home is Jack Doherty. 6-4. That's a blank. Scott Fletcher. 3-5. That's a single past Stillwell. And holding at second will be Jack Doherty. So 2 on, 1 away here for Ruben Sierra. 41, another error chance on a ground ball. That's going to be in the hole. And this could score a run, and it does. Jack Doherty comes around third. And heading to third on the play is Scott Fletcher. So runners at the corners, 1 run in. Mark Gubaz is showing a little chink in his armor here. Julio Franco, can he keep things rolling here? Oh, no strikeout. No strikeout. 2-4. That's going to be a liner. Rated Steitzer. Can he get the double play? No! Double play. Diving back just in time. Scott Fletcher as Steitzer tried to tag the bag. But getting back just in time, Scott Fletcher. No, I don't want to undo. Thank you. So 2 away now, runners at the corners. Defense playing back, Pete Incaviglia. Range play, and these are never good for Kansas City. We have horrible range. Pat Tabler 1-2. Oh, Pat Tabler makes a great play out in left field. And you know everything's going your way when you have your Pat Tabler making successful range plays. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 7th, 6-1 KC. George Brett up. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. And that is going to not be an auto single. Too bad. George Brett, 1-4. That's a question mark 9-2. That will be a double. Forget that single, says George Brett. He hammers that one into right field for the leadoff double. They want to get that run back. That brings up Bo Jackson, man of the hour. You see here, he's had 111 games. 434 at-bats, 68 runs, 80 RBIs, 22 home runs on the season, 21 stolen base, and a 263 average. Very, very close to what he had in real life. This is what he had in actual through the season in 1989. So very close to what we're getting. We're running out of games. We're in Game 135, so how many games is that left? 35, 45, 55. So it's less than 30 games. So we're down to about 27 games left in the season. Bo Jackson, he's not going to play all of them either, as he's got some duties there in what you call it, out there in Oakland, right? 2-1 home run question mark. Oh, just outside the range. If it would have been a 2-2, a home run without the question mark, it goes directly to the batter. But the home run question mark, you have to go to the pitcher rating first. And only a 1-4, so the 20-sider failed us there. 1-4, that is going to be against a right-hander, a ground ball. And advancing is George Brett, so Bo Jackson hits it to the right side. Advances George Brett, so Brett's on third with only 1 out. Jim Eisenreich, 2-4, and he's going to walk. So he's going to walk. That brings up McFarland here. McFarland, this will probably be Akerfield's last batter as the lefties due up next. 6-2, and it's a fly ball to left. We're going to check and see, is it far enough? It is far enough. The lead runner is going to advance, sacrifice fly, and if the roll is less than or equal to Jim Eisenreich's base running, it is. Eisenreich's going to advance to second on the throw home. So that is going to do it for Darryl Akerfelds. And coming into pitch will be the right-hander. No, I'm sorry, it'll be the left-hander. Sorry, Matt Winters. The left-hander is Drew Hall. Drew Hall will come in and face off against Matt Winters, 1 for 3 on the day. And he is the right fielder, Matt Winters, 6-2. And Steve Reichs him out. See, against lefties, much higher strikeout range. So that's going to do it, but that is 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Everyone gets to stretch. Take me out to the ball game and take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jacks. I don't care if I never come back. So it's root, root, root for the 1989 Kansas City Royals. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. All right, and here comes Grabaza. Still pitching strong. Jeff Knuckle here, and he's going to strike out. That is strikeout number 6 for Mark Grabaza. Steve Burchell, 6-3 blank. Steve waiting on the pitch. Here it comes. 6-3, 6-3. That's a single into right field. Matt Winters can't get to that one. Chad Kruder, 1-on, 1-out. Chad's 0 for 2 on the day. 3-1 range play. Oh, great. Here we go. 2-6. That's a single unless Eisenreich can take it away. Our one and only good defender, Eisenreich, and he makes a play diving out there in center field. Taking that single away. He holds his finger up and shakes it, saying, I'll have none of that. Jack Doherty, and Doherty just misses his strikeout. Foul tips that one off. He's going to get his swing on his card. 1-6. That's going to be ground ball. Stillwell flips it over to White. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Mark Grabaza. We're in the top of the 8th. 7-1 KC. Pat Tabler against Drew Hall. 6-3 range play against Texas. They're 2-2-3, 3-2-3-4. So they've definitely have a different lineup than they did last game. The range is a lot lower than they were. -1, -2, -3, -2, -3, -4. So they're actually 4 below average. So Pat Tabler hit it where they're not. 1-4, that is to second base, Franco, and Franco can't get it. That one's going to go into a center field. And a leadoff single by Pat Tabler here in the top of the 8th. Frank White, 1 for 3 with the big home run. We were going to check on Frank White here. So far he's played 109 games, 392 at-bats, 45 runs, 43 RBIs. He's hit 1 home run, which you guys saw right here, ladies and gentlemen, in game number 136 against Texas. He does have 2 stolen bases and batting .247. In his real life, he only ended up hitting 2 home runs in the whole season. So he's on pace to match that. All right, Frank White, back-to-back home runs. Come on, Frank, you can do it. 5-1. That's a blank. Frank is going to hit one, and this time it's going to be a dribbler through Knuckle into center field and stopping at second, Pat Tabler. So the 2 men reach here in the top of the 8th, and Drew Hall is going to be done. Drew Hall is going to be replaced. Looks like Craig McCarthy, the right-hander, is going to come in. Craig McCarthy. Let's check out his stats. So far against Kansas City, he's only pitched 4 1/3 innings, given up 3 hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. So let's see what he does against Kansas City this time. Kevin Steitzer 0 for 3. Hit by pitch, and he hits him. So that's going to load the bases here. Kurt Still, he's actually Craig MacArthur. He's a +10 against hit by pitches. Holy cow. Kurt Stillwell, 3 for 4 in the day, a double. Hot hitting Kansas City Royal right there. He's so hot. Oh my God, speaking of hot, don't tell me. Could it be the grand salami for Kurt Stillwell? 1-8, it's going. Oh, no, it's a little dribbler to the pitcher, unfortunately. Yes, they'll try for the double play, and they do not get the double play. But they do get the out at home, forced out at home. Everyone advances. So bases are still loaded, 1 away. For George Brett. It's too bad. I would have loved to see Kurt Stillwell get a home run there. George Brett's going to get a range play, so let's see where he hits it. 2-4. That's going to be too short. Nickel, whatever his name is. He's only a 1-2. He gets it. He picks it up from his knees. He's going to throw to second, and no. Try for the double play. Yes, they're going to try, and they cannot. Only plays at first. Whenever you roll at 6, only plays at first. So scoring, advancing, out at first. So George Brett with an RBI there. Bo Jackson, 2 for 4 on the day. 5-5, another error chance here. Bo Jackson, 8-1 KC, ground ball hit to short, and an error on Nickel, whatever his name is. Once again, he's going to bobble it, and that's going to allow a run to score. Bo Jackson makes it to first in time. Another run comes across, 9-1 Kansas City, and Robbie Wartburg is probably going to be tuning out of my channel here shortly as he's arrived to watch his Texas Rangers getting pummeled here in Texas. 9-1 Kansas City, top of 8, 2 away now. Runners at the corners for Jim Eisenreich. 5-2, and that's going to load the bases. So Craig McCarty has come in and not pitched well in relief. Not pitched well. Let's see. Looks like Celio Gonte, maybe? Looks like Celio Gonte is coming in. So far against Kansas City, he's got 1 save, a 191. So he pitched 4 2/3 innings. He's given up 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk so far. He's coming in here in the top of the 8, 2 away. 9-1 Kansas City, bases loaded. Mike McFarland, and it's McFarland strikes out on a good curveball there. So that is going to be 2 runs and 2 hits and 1 error. You want to inspect those digital dice, says Robbie. My friend, let me tell you, when Texas was sweeping us, remember when we first started this series, Texas was 7-1 against Kansas City. So earlier in the season when Texas was beating the crap out of us every game, you didn't hear me crying and complaining. Well, you did, but yeah, if you go back and watch these earlier games, Texas, they had our number. They were 7-1 at us, but it looks like we're going to win these last 2 and try to pull these last 2 games out. And we still have 3 more against Texas coming up in a few games. Rafael Palmeiro against Mark Gubaza. 3-6 blank. Rafael Palmeiro, the lefty. And that's a liner rated Stillwell. He leaps up, makes the catch. 1 away. Scott Fletcher, the DH. 4-5. He's got a stadium check. 5-1. That's a single, and he'll stay at first with the single. Ruben Sierra. 1 on, 1 out. 2-2. Another blank. And a 6-1 ground ball hit to White. Can they turn it? They can. The 4-6-3 double play, and we go to the 9th. Kansas City 9, Texas 1. Matt Winters 5-5, and nothing there against the lefty. 1-4, and that's a question mark 9. It's going to be a double. So Matt Winters launches one deep into right field. And he hustles to second base. Pat Tabler, 1 for 3. Nobody out yet. Home run, question mark. Oh, once again, not in his range, but Pat Tabler doesn't hit any home runs against right-handers anyways. 6-3, and that's ground ball. Advancing on the play. It's a runner at third for Frank White, who hit a home run. His first home run of the season comes in game number 136. This time, trying to swing for the fences, he'll strike out. So 2-away runner at third for Steitzer, 0 for 3 on the day, 6-4. Steitzer's going to strike out, and that's going to do it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Mark Gabaza going for the complete game here. Julio Franco, 5-4. Uh-oh, 1-8. This one is going. No, it's not gone. It's a star line 3. That's going to be a ground ball. Did to Steitzer. Pete Incaviglia, 1 for 3 on the day. 3-6. We're going to have a doubleheader, guys. We're going to be playing another game if you're interested. That's going to be a single. We're going off to Detroit to play a 3-game series. So going off to Detroit. Ken Castro's in the house. No walk as Gabaza. This is going to be the end of Gabaza here. 1-3, and that's a liner right down the line, and no double play. Pitcher has to be removed. So coming into pitch will be bum 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 bum. Luis Aquino's coming into pitch. Haven't seen him for a while. Luis Aquino. Let's check him out. 6-6 on the season with a save, 3.55, 114 innings, 132 hits, 42 strikeouts, 23 walks. Let's see if he can get this one in the bag for KC and they can move on to Detroit. Steve Bichelle, 1-6, possible error and a ground ball. 44, that's star line. White's going to scoop it, throws it accurate. And that's going to do it. Is that third out? Really? Okay. So Grabaza goes 8 2/3 innings. I didn't even realize that was the third out already. So Kansas City defeats Texas 9-1. Texas still holds the season record of 7 wins, 3 losses, but Kansas City's won the last 2 in convincing fashion. Frank White with his first home run of the season. Texas with no home runs. The win, Mark Gabaza improves to 16-6 on the season. Kevin Brown takes the loss. Let's save these statistics. There we go. We are going to look at the past. We're going to check out the last 20 or so games for Kansas City here as we go to schedule results. 1989, Kansas City. Oh, no, Kansas City, thank you. So if you go back and we look at like the last 20-some games, so starting with game number 114, Kansas City, 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 Kansas City. So let's see. We swept Toronto, then we swept the White Sox, then we swept Seattle, then we swept California in a 4-game series, then we took 2 of 3 against Oakland, then we swept the Tigers, and now we've taken 2 of 3 against Texas. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of the last 23 games they have won. They are on a hot streak like nobody's ever seen. If we go before that, you can see, kind of okay before that, but this is really improved. Oh, don't reset the schedule. That would be, I would literally kill myself after going 136 games. Holy cow. So Kansas City's heading off to Detroit for a 3-game series, and then they'll go home to Minnesota, and then they'll have Texas once again, so we can beat down on Texas a little bit some more. Brett Saberhagen against Doyle Alexander. No sound, no injuries. Thank you. So Doyle Alexander, the star for Detroit. 33 starts. Oof. He's a beast mode, but Brett Saberhagen beast mode himself. So home line up, and we're ready to play ball. If I can slide this over where it needs to go. Double header action for you guys out there. All right, packing up the APBA baseball and sending it to Robbie. Oh, is that what you were doing on the live stream? You're sending that out to Robbie. Robbie decided to end up getting it after all, huh? So very nice. Dave Gardner. Dave, my friend Garner, Ken Castro, Rob, Robbie, and everyone else viewing us. This is now game 137 of 137, blah, 137, a three-game series against Detroit. And just as Texas has been beating us up, we've been beating up Detroit. Detroit is 1 win and 8 losses against Kansas City this season. Steitzer, Wilson, Eisenreich, Jackson, Tabler, Winters, Stillwell, Boone, White. Pitching today, Brett Saberhagen, Pettis, Lauserder, Whitaker, Lynn, Bergman, Ritchie, Strange, Heath, Brumley, and pitching today, Dole Alexander. He's actually 0-2 against us. 7.23 ERA, 13 2/3 innings, giving up 20 hits, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. So Doyle Alexander, and even though the star of Detroit has not fared well against Kansas City. And here we go. 2-2, and we'll start off with a Kevin Steitzer walk. And they are going to try the pickoff and an 8 outside the range. So Willie Wilson will get his shot. 1-5, and we're going to have a first look at Tiger Stadium. Nothing to strikeouts, plus 4 to walks, nothing on home runs. Willie Wilson, there are some home run checks here. 1 at 1-2. There's 1 at 3-1. There's also 1 at 3-6, 4-5, and 5-4. Any one of these numbers would be good, although you still need to get the 20-sider within our 1-4 range. Can Willie Wilson? No, 5-3. That's still going to be a single, and he's going to end up going for the double, and he makes it in there. So Willie Wilson with the double and 2 on, still no one out. Yeah, it was worth it, he says. The APBA want to charge $75 for a master set with 2015 cards, so I went with Rob. Yeah, we got to see Rob opening it up and checking it out. It was a good set. Let me tell you, you're going to really like these charts. I had a set with these charts back in the day, so I really, really liked them. So nice charts, and so hopefully you'll get to try some APBA on your channel there. So Jim Eisenreich, left fielder, 2 on, no one out. We got a range play for Detroit, range of 2-3-3, 3-2-3-2. So there, 1, 2, 3 below average. Nope, 2 below average because your catcher is a 4. So 2 below average. Jim Eisenreich, 4-5. And that is going to be hit to Pettis in center field. He can't make it. That's going to fall in. 2 runs are going to come in to score on the 6+. So there will be no throw on the 6+. So 2 runs in already for Detroit, down 2-0 with Bo Jackson up, 261 average. 3-4, wild pitch, and 9. Nope, nothing in there. 2-3, and strikes out Bo Jackson. So Eisenreich is going to try for the steal, and he's in there, stolen base. So Jim Eisenreich on there, on second for Pat Tabler, 3-5. That's a wild chance there. 4-5, and that's a fly ball to center, and advancing is Jim Eisenreich. So 2 away for Matt Winters, top of the first. See if they can put another run across. Matt Winters, 2-6, that's a single, and that's going to do it. Another run comes in, it's 3-0 KC. Kurt Stillwell, man of the hour here. Last couple games he's hit very, very well. And that's a question mark 9-18. Oh, just out of range. And that one's going to fall into Lauder. 3 runs on 3 hits, though. And we go to the bottom of the first. Brett Saberhagen. Here's Saberhagen going for the Cy Young, 22-2. A 2.44 ERA, 217 in the third innings. Only 188 hits, 171 strikeouts, only 36 walks. Brett Saberhagen, beast mode for Kansas City this year. Brett Saberhagen against Gary Pettis. 2-6, strike three, swinging at the Nietzsche's. Scott Lauzard. Lauzard? What the frick? Lauzard? Maybe, I don't know how to say half of these guys' names. All right. So, Brett Saberhagen against Scott Lauzarder. 1-5. He strikes out. 2 men up, 2 men back to the bench. Swinging in air against Brett Saberhagen. Lou Whitaker. 5-1. And that is not an automatic out. Lou Whitaker. 1-3. He's going to get a double. That one connects. Double. And we're going to try the pickoff. Do it. No pickoff. So Fred Lynn, 1-6 blank. Fred Lynn got a chance. 2 outs, 5-3. And that's a single. And coming around to score, Lou Whitaker. So Detroit gets one of these runs back immediately. 6-4. And no strikeout that time. Dave Bergman. 35. That's going to be a fly ball. Wilson's going to make the catch, but 1 run and 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the second. 3-1 Kansas City. Bob Boone. 1-3. Bob Boone. He's going to single down the line in between Strange and Brumley for a single. And they're going to put on the hit and run with Frank White. Let's do it. Frank White hit and run. 6-6 strikeout. And 17, so it's a strike 'em out, throw 'em out, double play. Strike 'em out, throw 'em out, double play. And that's not what you wanted. That's going to go to the bottom of the second now, 2-4. So Rob Ritchie's going to fly out to Matt Winters. Doug Strange, Winters Strange. Range play. 4-4-2, 1-2, 4-3. We actually have some pretty decent Frank White's in center, Moose Eisenreich over to Pat Tabler's out. If we could get a third baseman that has some range, maybe we'd have some good defense there. 1-3, and that's a grounder down to Tabler. He's taking over. Oh, George Brett's not in the lineup, so that's why. So Tabler with a range of 3 at first base, actually better than his range of 2 in left field. So he's going to make this play. Yay us. Go defense. Mike Heath, 2-3. He's going to walk. Brings up Mike Brumley, the shortstop. 4-2. He's going to strike out. That is strikeout number 3 for Saberhagen. We go to the top of the third, 3-1 Kansas City. All right, here we go. Kevin Steitzer, Doyle Alexander. Kevin Steitzer, 4-5 against the righty. He's going to be fly ball out to right field. Lusader. Lusader? Is that how you pronounce that guy's name? Lusader? 2-3, and that's going to be a strikeout of Willie Wilson. 2 away. Eisenreich, Lusader, maybe. Is that how you pronounce him? And nothing there. Jim Eisenreich, 2-5. Ground ball down to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning. So Doyle Alexander settling down after that rocky first inning. Brett Saberhagen, Gary Pettis. And that will be, just outside the range there. 1-3, it's a ground ball, hit to White, 1 away. Scott Lusader. 5-2, possible error. And that's going to be to White. No error on White, 2 away. Lou Whitaker, and another walk. So 2 walks by Saberhagen so far. But he's going to get his 4th strikeout. And that's a 1-2-3 inning after the walk. So I guess it'd be a 1-2 walk 3. Bo Jackson 0 for 1 with the strikeout. 2-2, and Bo Jackson's going to walk and try to steal, and he's in there. Stolen base, the 3 result. Perfect. So Bo Jackson into second base just like that. Another stolen base. Pat Tabler, he's going to walk. So Doyle Alexander back-to-back walks. He's had 3 walks so far. Matt Winters 2-5. That's a range play for Texas. 45 is a ground ball hit to Bergman. He can't make it, and that's going to be a single. Fail that. And coming around to score is Bo Jackson. Pat Tabler moves to third. And 4-1 KC. Well, they want to put the squeeze play on. Are you kidding me? Kurt Stillwell? No, I don't think so. 3-2, our hottest hitter. He's not going to be laying down a bunt. 2-6. He's going to wind that as second. And runner is doubled off as they get to the first base. Matt Winters clinging off of first base. So 2 away now for Bob Boone. 2-4. Error chance. 1-4. And that's going to be out there to Richie in left field. No error, though. So 1 run and 1 hit, no errors. KC 4, Detroit 1, bottom of 4. Brett Saberhagen, game number 137. Oh, no strikeout on Bergman. 3-5. That's going to be a fly ball to Wilson in center field. Rob Ritchie. He's going to fly out to Winters in right field. And Doug Strange. And no hit by pitch. 3-4, and that's going to be a fly ball. So fly ball to center, fly ball to right, and fly ball to left. Hey, it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brett Saberhagen. Frank White 0 for 2 on the day. Come on, Frankie. Let's get things going here, buddy. Steve Reich, 3, swing and a miss. Kevin Steitzer, 1-3. 5-3 grounder to Whitaker, 2 away. There's also a hybrid master APBA game, says Ken. Ken is our APBA expert out there, Ken Castro. You guys should talk to him. Ken's probably got quite a collection of APBA stuff. Willie Wilson, center fielder, and he's going to strike out. That is number 6 strikeout for Doyle Alexander, but it is 4-1 KC. Mike Heath, catcher. 3-2 is a blank. Mike Heath. And he's going to single back up the middle. 1 on, no one out for Mike Brumley. 4-4 and no walk against the switch hitter. 6-4, and that's a star line 3. Fly ball to right field, 1 away. Gary Pettis, 2-4. That's a star line 2 out to center field. 2 away. 5-4 and no hit by pitch. -7 on hit by pitches. 3-5. That's going to be a single, and heading to third is Mike Heath. So runners at the corners here for Lou Whitaker. Can Brett Saberhagen get out Lou Whitaker? And he can. He's going to get him to fly out to right field. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We go to the top of the 6th, 4-1 Kansas City. Jim Eisenreich, the left fielder, 1-2. 1-6, that's going to be a fly ball out. Bo Jackson, the DH today, striking out. And Pat Tabler, he's going to walk. Matt Winters, 2 for 2 on the day. And this time strikes out. So not a very good top of the 6th. Brett Saberhagen comes back out. Fred Lynn, strike 3. That's number 5 for Brett Saberhagen. Dave Bergman, he's also going down. Fastball on the outside corner. This ump likes the way Saberhagen's throwing him in there. He's calling everything out. And a fly ball. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Stillwell. No walk. 3-5. That's going to be fly ball to left. Bob Boone. 5-2. Bobby, the catcher, 2-2. He's going to single into right field. So Bob Boone is aboard for Frank White. 5-5, and Frank, he needs to get on base so he can start stealing. 2-3, that's going to be fly ball to center field. And Steitzer, 6-2, two-way, 4-1, a fly ball out. So go to the bottom of the 7th. Saberhagen still cruising. Doug Strange, it's a switch hitter. 2-5, it's a ground ball to Pat Tabler at first. One away, Mike Heath. 5-4, hit by pitch, no sir. Tried to come in with the fastball, 2-3. It's off the end of his bat. It's going to be a fly ball to left field. 2 away for Mike Brumley. 4-6, blank again, Mike Brumley. And he's got a star line 1, which is a fly ball to Eisenreich. It's another 1-2-3 inning. Go to the top of the 8th. Things cruising right along without these pesky base runners getting in the way. Doyle Alexander still going strong himself, actually. Not bad outing. 4-2, it's a ground ball. Hits it short. Brumley scoops it up, throws it out. 3-4 wild pitch we can ignore with no one on. I don't know why I keep clicking that. Eisenreich is up. 3-3, how about a walk? No, sir. 42 against the right. He's going to be ground ball to Whitaker. Doyle Alexander's finally reaching his limit here. Bo Jackson. Let's see if Bo Jackson can knock him out of the game. 52 against the right-hander is going to be a fly ball out. Against the lefty would have been a triple. So another 1-2-3 inning. Brett Saberhagen still might be able to get through this inning. Gary Pettis, 5-1, and that is going to be an auto out. Saberhagen cruising right along. 5-2, error and a ground ball. Scott Lauster, 2-4, fly balls out. And Saberhagen's hit his limit, 6-5. No strikeout. Lou Whitaker foul tips that one off. And he is going to get a fly ball to right field. And another 1-2-3 inning for Saberhagen. Doyle Alexander, top of the 9. We might have both pitchers going the distance here. First game all season, I believe we've had. Well, that's going to do it, actually. But both pitchers at least reached the 9th inning. That is an oddity in itself. So congratulations to you guys. All right, so let's see here. Who's coming in to pitch? It looks like Mike is. Mike Hennehan. Henneman. Mike Henneman, 3.40 ERA, 5 1/3 innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks against Bo Jackson and group. Matt Winters, top of the 9th, 4-1 Kansas City, 1-3, and that's a strikeout. Kurt Stillwell, 0 for 3 on the day. And 6-4 is going to be a blank. 2-2 fly ball out, 2 away. Top of the 9th, Bob Boone, 2 for 3 on the day. 2-6. He's got a stadium check here. 5-3, and that's going to be a single plus, and he stretches it into a double. Pat Tabler, though, stays on third base on the double. So 2 on, 2 out. Frank White 0 for 4 against Mike Henneman. 2-3 error chance. Can we get the error to score a couple runs? 5-6. We don't need it, as that is a double into left field. Ritchie with a 10 error and doesn't make the error, but that is going to be a double. That's going to score a couple runs, and Kansas City gets some insurance here in the top of the 9th inning on Frank White with a double yesterday. Hit his first home run of the season today, a double. Holy cow, Frank White on a roll. Kevin Steitzer. And a 2-4 is going to be a strikeout to end it. But 6-1, Saberhagen with the lead, trying to go complete game here. Fred Lynn, 4-1, and that's going to be a fly ball out. Dave Bergman, and that's going to do it as, no, it's not. Yep, pitcher must be removed. Anytime you get anything in the brackets, when you're tired, you have to be removed. So he makes it to 8 2/3 innings. Coming into pitch is going to be Rick Leakins. Rick Leakins is coming into pitch. Let's take a look at Rick. 1-0, 3 saves. He's obviously outdone his real actual life. 1.50 ERA, 12 innings, 14 hits, 13 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Very nice pitching stats. Rich Leakins against Rob Ritchie. 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. And he gives up the walk. That's not going to help his stats. Doug Strange. Range play. Can we get a range play for the last out? 1-5. It's going to Stillwell. Nope, he can't make it. And runners at the corners now. Rich Leakins. 5-2. And we've got a stadium check for Mike Heath. 2-4. And that's a question mark 7, 18, and 18. Click button for hit type. If the home run check fails, click the F result. So it would have been a home run. But his home run chance against right-handers is 1-8. He rolled a 17, so the home run does not count. So it goes to the F result, and reaching up at the wall to make the catch. That was in left field. Jim Eisenreich robs him of a home run, and Kansas City wins 6-1. And Rick Leakins is shaking his head like, I can't believe I almost gave up a 3 home run and the bottom of the 9th inning to almost screw everything up for everyone. The win goes to Brett Saberhagen, 23-2. Doyle Alexander drops to 0-3 against Kansas City. No home runs on the day. Let's save these game statistics. And let's go to the game stats real quickly here. Kansas City with only 8 hits, but 3 of them doubles. No triples, no home runs. 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. They did have 2 stolen bases, Eisenreich and Jackson. Detroit only managed 5 hits, 1 double, no triples, no home runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. No stolen bases, no caught stealing, no sacrifice flies, no hit by pitches, no double plays, no errors, no nothing. Zip, 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 zip. Saberhagen, 8 2/3 innings, gave up 4 stinking hits, 1 run. It was earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Another banner day for Brett Saberhagen. Doyle Alexander pitched well himself. Got to give him credit where credit is due. 8 innings. He was well done until he gave up those 3 runs in the, well, I guess it was the first inning. After the first inning, he pitched well until the 9th, but that wasn't him. But anyways, Kansas City improves to 83-54. They've now won 22 of their last 24 games. Something crazy like that. That's unbelievable. Let's check up on the chat here. Ken and Robbie are all talking. I know good friend Rob of the channel did an unboxing of his ABBA APBA game, and it looks like Robbie ended up buying that off him. And now Ken, our APBA expert, is trying to give Rob and Robbie some expert advice on things. So hopefully you all been checking that out. So anyways, that is our double header here. That is game 136 and 137. Boy, I'd like to almost put another game under my belt here and get another game done. Maybe even another double header tonight. That would be, let's see, it was 36 and 37. I can get 38 and 39 done later tonight. Whew. Still, my God, there's like 20 more games, 20, what, 26, 27 more games. Oh my God, this season is so long. Anyways, everyone, thanks for coming on by. I'm getting you the download you posted, ID Jester. Yeah, probably be on in a little bit. Maybe another doubleheader for you guys out there. I don't know if anybody else is going to live stream for a little while. So I'll give everyone a chance to jump on someone else's live stream, and if nothing's going on, I might throw a couple more games up there. So if you guys are interested, check me out later tonight. If somebody else is live streaming, then we might just have to wait till later on. Don't forget Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m., our live interview with LMR, Living My Rhapsody. Looking forward to talking with her and finding out all about her and enjoying spending some time speaking and talking with her. So 8 o'clock Tuesday night here on my channel. So if nothing's going on, I'll be on later. And if somebody's running some live streams, I'll probably be checking those out. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Check out Rob, exclamation point, Robbie, Ken, all my good friends out there. Thanks for coming on by. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.